Hello again and welcome to the channel. My name's Annie and this is my creative detour. I hope you've all had a great weekend and all revved up for another week with ABC Challenge. I'm going on today with the letter K in the ABC April 2026 Challenge, and it's run by Margaret at 7 Plaza and Toni at Crafty by Toni. So I'll have their links below, and I'll also put the hashtag down below too, so that you can go and have a look at all of the other people that are posting videos about the challenge. Now, you can see here I have some kids' art. So a week or two ago, my granddaughter came to me and said, "Nonna, I have made you a card," and she had used the little punch thing and made this lovely cherry postcard for me. And I thought, I need to do something special with that. So I went into my stash, and I have this box that I keep some of the kids' artwork in it. And I thought, I know what I'll make. I'll make a kids' art keepsake pouch. So what I'm going to do, it's a quick and easy project today. I'm going to cover one of these pouches with some of my grandchildren's artwork. And you can see that I have put a piece of wrapping paper onto the back of it because I don't have enough big pieces of artwork that I can chop up to go on the pouch, but I will, cut up a few and put them on, and we'll see what we can come up with. So let's get set up and started and have a little bit of a play. And I don't want to cut all their artwork up. I want to keep it and put it in the keepsake pouch, but some of it I'll use to decorate. All right. So this is just one of those pre-purchased envelopes or big pouches that you buy. What I've done is I have pulled out some of my grandchildren's artwork that they did when they were very young, actually, and I'm going to do some mark making on the top of it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut down the sizes that I need for this, and I have plenty. I'm going to just find some straight edges because they're not straight. So let's try and find some straight edges so it makes it easier for me. So there we go. I have it cut down to the sizes that I want to go onto the pouch, and I wanted to cut the artwork down but keep it in big slabs so that we can still get the essence of what it is. So now what I want to do is I want to do some mark making. And I've pulled out some Art by Marlene collage paper just to add a little bit more colour if I need it. And I've been into my stash and pulled out a few retired Stampin' Up! Stamps. These ones look good, don't they? With these dots and dashes, we might use some of those. And some blobs. And there's some flowers here, maybe, and I've also pulled out some letters from All and Create, and it's number 336, bold alphas. So let's play with some of those. I think that I'll add a little bit of paper first, just some torn up paper. We'll find some nice colours that work. Oh, these dots are nice. Some of those dots are nice. And maybe some of those as well. Okay, that will be plenty. And the reason I want to put a few things on is because the artwork itself, I think my grandson did this when he was maybe about 1 year old or something like that. It's missing a little bit of content. So I think that I'd like to just tear and add in some extra content where I can. And we might put that one into there. So I'm just going to glue down some collage paper. So I wasn't sure whether I would get any more videos done. So hopefully I get this one edited and added into the mix. We'll see. Not sure. This will be good. I'll be able to store all all of the artwork in one place because they go on the fridge. The artwork gets put on the fridge, and then depending who's cleaning up, it depends whether it gets kept or not. We've misplaced quite a bit. All right, let's add this one into here. I'm happy with those. So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut them down and get them ready to do some stamping on. So let's have a little look where we're at. We've got this one for here, and we've got this one for here, which is looking great already, even if I do nothing else on it. And I have this one to go on the back, and I'm going to have to cover something up here, but we can work that out down the track. Okay, so let's do some stamping. And like I said, I'm not going to overcomplicate it or overthink it. I'm just going to stamp a few blobs and a few flowers. Now, let's see if we can get a little bit of something to cover that. Yeah, so I don't remember whether I mentioned on this video or on a previous video whether I said that we're leaving tomorrow, and I didn't think I had time to get K done. I was kind of resigned to the fact that I wouldn't get K done. I still may not get K done. I may not get it edited or loaded up to YouTube. So we'll see. Oh, that was a hopeless stamp, Annie. Let's put that to the side to dry. Okay, so now let's have a little look at these. I think I'd like to use some of these, some of this one, and put some lines on it. Actually, let's start with the dots. And I'm just going to dip this in, and for it to not be perfect. This is a lot of fun, actually. All right, now let's do some of this one. This one looks interesting. Yeah, so I need to start packing. Even though we leave tomorrow, I can hear my mother saying, "When are you going to start packing?" Hi, Mum. I'm going to start packing, maybe tonight. It's possible that it might be in the morning when I'm about to leave, but I do have a lot of things laid out on the bed. I did buy myself a few new clothes to go away, actually. I got myself the most beautiful cardigan in a fig colour, and it's merino wool, and I'm thrilled about it. I have a dark complexion, so I think I had my colours done a long time ago, and I think that I'm classified as an exotic winter in colour. So I've got myself a beautiful fig coloured cardigan, and because we live in Queensland, we very rarely wear warm clothes. Like even in the middle of winter, a light cardigan over the top of my dress, my summer dress, is plenty. Now, do we need some of those lines on here? I think so. Now, I liked these dots. So let's put a few of these dots on our flowers that are going on the back. I'll run one up there. Yes, they look good, don't they? And we need one more flower in here because it's looking empty. And then I've pulled out my trusty splatter stamp. that's got a few dots and things on it. This is really fun, actually. I'm not thinking about it, I'm just playing, and it's super fun. And I rarely do something that I don't, overthink it too much. I usually am thinking about balance and proportion and scale and value and all those things, but I'm not at the moment. I'm just stamping. I'm just dipping and doing. Now, I just found a few crosses. They're pretty cute, aren't they? I like the crosses because it kind of implies that we've got hugs and kisses from the kids when they've given us some of the artwork. And I was over the moon when I got given my cherry art from my granddaughter the other day. She was so proud of herself, and she should be, because it's beautiful. That one is going straight to the pool room. For those of you that know that joke, if you're an Australian, you will know what that means. Okay, look at my inky fingers. I'm going to clear the deck, wash my hands, let this dry, come back to you in a moment. Now I just need to work out some sort of closure. So I think that I'm going to stick a piece of this collage paper onto some really heavyweight cardstock. And I think this is 300 GSM. And I'm going to punch out a big circle. Hopefully it punches out, because 300 GSM is pretty full on. So we'll give it a try. Oh, it was a bit of a mission, but it did it. And now we can put our folder together. So our pieces have dried, and I actually did put a little bit of clear embossing powder on it. I'm not sure whether you can see that on the camera. I don't think there's an up or a down, but we're going to take the nozzle off the art glitter glue, and we'll glue this on the back, and the lines make it reasonably easy to line it up. The kids will probably be super excited about the fact that I've made a keepsake folder for them to put all their bits in, because we often get things on our fridge. Okay, that looks good. And now the front. So we'll cover the back with art glitter glue, and I've taken my stainless steel nozzle off so that I've got some good coverage. And I'm going to put a big circle on there, and let me see if I have a black die cut that I already have made that I can put behind it. Okay, I didn't have a black one, but I did have a red one, so the red goes quite nicely. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue that on to the red die cut circle. When I'm die cutting circles, I usually cut a few extra, like if there's space on the cardstock. And I'm going to pop that on there, and we're going to use a big brad. So let's see what colour brads we've got. Oh, we've got a big one with, oh, that one looks perfect straight away, doesn't it? Let's go with the one that we picked out first. And I'm going to pop that onto there. So I'll just burnish that down, and then I'm going to put a hole in this, just a small one, with my awl, and put the brad through like that. And then we're going to position this so that it swivels. So I just need to make sure that when I put it here and turn it, that it gets clearance. Yes, that works pretty well. Just clears it, and we'll hold it shut. Okay, let's put a circle on the inside. So I just want to glue a circle over that brad so that when I'm sliding things in and out so that they don't get caught, I'll just glue on a circle over the brad legs, and I'll clear the decks and we'll put all of the kids' artwork into it. Okay, so here we go. Here's our kids' art keepsake pouch, and I've used some of the kids' artwork. I've done some mark making on it by mostly stamping. I did add a little bit of collage paper, and then I heat embossed the stamping so that it would dry quicker. And on the back we have some flowers, and in the background some Christmas wrapping paper actually. So let's put some of the kids' artwork in here. I have a birthday card from my grandson. I won't turn it over because his name's on the other side, but you can see he drew me a birthday cake and he thought I had really long legs. So this was quite a few years ago. So let's put that one in there. He since has gone into Minecraft and is drawing a whole heap of Minecraft things. And we've got, this is Nonna. I'm not sure. Out in the sun. I'm not sure what that one's about, but I'm sure that he would have told me at the time. And there's a love letter, and it's got his name on it, so I've got it folded, but you can see it's got a heart on it. An I love you card to Nonna and Poppy. I love you. And then that was the card. I think that might have been for Valentine's Day or something. Happy Grandparents' Day. And then we've got a message. Happy Grandparents' Day. This one is from my granddaughter. And this was to my husband, because my husband actually was able to go to Grandparents' Day on the day. And she wrote a message to him. And then we have a colouring in from our granddaughter and some artwork, and centre stage goes my cherry on top. So there we go. Isn't that fabulous? I now have a home for my grandchildren's artwork. So there you go. There's our kids' art keepsake pouch. It was something a little bit different today. I love doing the stamping and just not thinking about it and just doing. That was wonderful. And it's nice sometimes just to play and not be deep diving into all the details. If you liked today's video, give it a thumbs up. Thanks so much for stopping by. I know that it was just a quick one, but just something a little bit different while I'm away. I hope you have a fantastic week making something fun and new, and I will see you all very soon with another project. Thanks so much for stopping by, everybody. I really appreciate it. And thanks for your likes and comments. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.